So today we will study GraphQL API hacking. So what is our today's agenda? Detecting GraphQL API. What is GraphQL? See, we need to detect the API, GraphQL API, but before that we need to learn the what is GraphQL and exploitation and mitigation. So how we can detect the GraphQL? See, every time you will, if you see this in the request, in the URL, GraphQL, API GraphQL, GraphQL API and API like this. Let's say you are testing a site tcrsec.com and they are using like this. So you can understand, okay, they are using GraphQL API. Okay, other than that, maybe they are using this API API or after that query. After query, or maybe they are using query like this. Okay, and other than that, sometime you will see the API GraphQL or GraphQL API. Okay, and this is in the URL, and in the request you will see in the body section you will see the JSON, and inside JSON you will see query or mutation. Then you can understand from there, okay, this application using the GraphQL API. Okay, you can also use the nuclei template for detecting the GraphQL using. So nuclei template is GraphQL detect. How we can detect. So let's start a lab. I will show you how exactly we can do this. So is there any lab? And today we will learn basics of GraphQL, like how we can create the queries and how we can make queries and how we can use them for exploitation. We will learn tomorrow for the exploitation. Today we will learn the basics. Like how exactly? See, I know this is creating a GraphQL query is tedious task, because most of the time when we are trying them, they are giving the error. But they are important. Why? Because see, from error we can understand what application is using. So let's check out. This is web application. Let's check out like if we can use the nuclei on this website for detecting nuclei u and paste -t and root nuclei template HTTP, and in technology go to technology graph, yeah, GraphQL detect. So let's run it. So you can run this template. See, currently we have only one website, so it is easy. Like we can test them manually also. But when you have, let's say you have thousands of domains, so it is difficult to test like, okay, application using the GraphQL or not. For that you can use nuclei -l file which have the domains or HTTP files, and after that, okay, I am using the R. We need to use the T. You need to use the T. A -t for template. Okay. So okay, and how we can detect manually? See, in GraphQL, most of the time manual is the best. So see, this is the application, and just browse the application. Like tries by browsing the application. Okay, go to home page. Is there any login or any nothing? There is nothing. Okay, we browse this view page too. Okay, and let's check out in the Burp. See, this is the application 0A70. Okay, so let's check out if we have any requests related to GraphQL. So first thing you need to check in the URL. So in URL there is the GraphQL. So we can understand this application using the GraphQL API. Other than that, sometimes they will use the API. So you can understand from the body section. See, there is a request. Let's send it to the repeater and send it. See, there is a query. When you see the query in the JSON or mutation, From that you can understand, okay, application using the GraphQL. Okay. Okay. Other than that, see, you can install a tool. See, GraphQL Reader. Go to your extender and go to BF store, and there should be a GraphQL Reader. Mhm. Your GraphQL Reader. Yeah, see, this is install this. See, just click on this and install this. And after installing this, every time your Burp will, like when Burp will see the GraphQL query, then it will show you this. See, this GraphQL. From that you can understand application using the GraphQL. Okay, I will show you. Let's say this, there is application. So go to home address. See, this is normal application, and just I'm browsing. So I'm doing intercept on, and I'm just browsing. See, I'm clicking on view page, view post, and see, this request have the GraphQL query, and you will see the GraphQL reader also. See, this is GraphQL reader. So we will use this for the see. This is the query, exact query. So see, from there it is difficult to understand like what exactly query. From GraphQL reader, see, we can understand, okay, we are doing the query for this, and these are the things. Okay. And other than that, let's say you intercepted all the request, and you find, okay, if you are sending request to the repeater, and GraphQL is visible there also. See, GraphQL. From that you can understand application using the GraphQL.